spicy. Hey everyone, I'm Sav and this is Laga Meats. Today I'm going to show you how to make a fermented pineapple habanero hot sauce. This hot sauce is delicious on anything from shrimp tacos to chicken wings. Let's take a look at the ingredients. We're going to need 15 to 20 habaneros, 6 ounces of pineapple, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 bell pepper, apple cider vinegar to taste, 2 cups of water, and 3 teaspoons of kosher salt. Let's get cooking. All right, so we are making a fermented hot sauce. So this is gonna take about 5 to 7 days, but obviously it's all hands-off time for the most part. So we're first gonna make our brine. So we're gonna take 2 cups of water. Now make sure this is filtered water. Do not use tap water. Most tap water has chlorine. This is gonna kill the bacteria, which is what is gonna ferment our hot sauce. So you don't wanna kill that good bacteria. We're just gonna pour 2 cups of our filtered water into our pot. We'll turn on our stove to like medium. Now we're gonna put in 3 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now make sure it's kosher. If you're using sea salt, use like 2 teaspoons. Sea salt is way more salty than kosher. All right, we're gonna bring that to a simmer and let all that salt dissolve. All right, now it's time to prep our habaneros. Wear gloves for this, or be super careful like I'm going to be. But we're going to just chop off the stems. Now, if you don't want this hot sauce super spicy, then you can take out the seeds. However, we're leaving it in today. So whatever your preference is, but we like it spicy here. So right now we're going to chop up our bell pepper into just like bite-sized pieces. So you want to use either an orange bell pepper or a yellow bell pepper here. You want to stay in the same like color scheme, otherwise you're gonna end up with brown hot sauce and it's just not as pretty as a yellow orange hot sauce. All right, so now you're gonna want to get like a mason jar and just throw everything in there. Your habaneros, your pineapple, garlic cloves, and your bell pepper. Now your bell pepper, this kind of mellows out the spice. So if you like it super, super spicy, then you don't have to add this, but trust me, it is spicy. All right, so now we're gonna take our brine, that's room temperature now, and we're just gonna pour it over. Cover it up completely. All right, so you can see that the peppers rise up a little bit. You want everything completely submerged. So you can buy a fermentation weight. If you do this a lot or you want to do it a lot, you can buy that. I don't have that. So what I'm going to be using is a bag and some dried rice. So we're just going to put some dried rice into our bag, and this acts as a weight. So it'll push everything completely under. I don't need much, they're almost covered. All right, and we'll just stuff it in there so everything is submerged. If you need to pour out a little bit of the water, because now it's coming out a little bit, you can do that. Now another thing that you may need if you're gonna ferment things a lot. So I don't really do it, I make hot sauce occasionally, but I don't do it a ton, so I haven't bought anything. But you're gonna want a airlock lid. So what this does is lets the air out, but it doesn't let any air in. There's a link in the description below if you want either the fermentation weight or an airlock. However, you can also just put the lid on. If you do use the lid though, you are gonna have to remember to burp your jar every day. Otherwise it's going to build up in pressure so much that it could explode, which we don't want that. So make sure you burp it every day. All you have to do once a day, take off the lid, let out the air and put it back on. It's super easy. So we're going to let this ferment for 5 to 7 days. And as you can see now, you can kind of see this brine right here. It's pretty clear. It's not super cloudy or anything. You can see right through it. So of course, in preparation for this video, I made another one. So this has been sitting for about 7 days now. And you can see the brine is way more cloudy. And if I shake it, there's some bubbles that come up. As our hot sauce gets closer to being ready, when you burp it, it may explode everywhere. It exploded for me yesterday. So I'll show you right now what I mean by burping it. And you'll see how the fermentation process is taking place, because it's almost like you shook a can of soda and then, you know, open it and everything explodes out. This is what I mean by burping it. You can kind of see it bubbling up. I don't know if you can hear that if I'm quiet. You can really smell, like, whew, you can smell it, that it's fermenting. It's a very acidic kind of smell, and then those habaneros, it gets up into your nose. So once it's fermented, it's super easy. All we need to do is strain out our brine. Just put this through a fine mesh sieve. Make sure you keep the brine. We're gonna use some of it, but maybe not all of it. And I got a brand new food processor I'm super excited about. If you saw our vegan protein bars, then you know that I definitely needed one, a bigger one. So we'll just add all of our veggies in here. They come out. Here we go. We're gonna slowly add the brine. So we'll add in probably about half a cup now. And we're going to blend this all together. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit more brine to this. Still a little chunky. Want it a little bit more smoother, creamy texture. All right, so we are going to taste it. And we're gonna add our apple cider vinegar to taste. This is gonna be a lot of hot sauce. I don't know why I'm blowing on it, it's not hot. Very spicy. I love that pineapple though, it adds a little bit of sweetness, it's really good. Whew. But it's hard to eat a whole bite of hot sauce without anything else. So we're gonna pour a little bit of our apple cider vinegar. Let's blend that up. I don't want another bite of it just by itself, but I have to. The other day when I made this, I was completely empty stomach. It was in the morning, and I was just like, was eating this hot sauce by the spoonful, and I felt so sick. Hold on. Okay, let's try it again. Take a little smaller bite this time. That's perfect. Apple cider vinegar gives it a little bit more tang. Tastes really good. So this is a little bit more chunky. It's a thicker hot sauce. If you like a really thin hot sauce that maybe you buy at the store, you can strain out all the pulp. I like it a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna leave it in. All right, so our hot sauce is done. It makes about 16 ounces, so perfect for this little squeeze bottle. And this is gonna last, I feel like habanero stuck in my throat. So this is gonna last up to 6 months in your fridge. So it lasts a long time because it is fermented. And what I love about this hot sauce is it's so versatile. If you don't like pineapple, add in mango, or don't add any fruit at all. You could use different kind of peppers. You can add whatever you want into this hot sauce to make it different flavors. I hope you guys enjoyed my fermented pineapple habanero hot sauce. The full recipe can be found on my food blog at logofmeats.com. I've got new delicious dishes coming out every week, so hit a like and subscribe below. I'll see you guys next time. Hey-do.